Greetings and salutations. Welcome, 8-Bit Nation League Pixel. I am your caster for this evening, the Dwarf Bard, here to bring you another action-packed series for the 8-Bit Nation Pixel League. The Mudcats versus the Pharaohs. It's week 7, guys. Game 4 well underway. Two teams, both with a 6-0 record. Gonna face off on the field of battle this day. Super excited. Let's go ahead and start getting into it. Let me make sure I've got this set over here. I do. All right, let's check out the current scenario. So far, it's a very simple one. If either team wins, they clinch playoff spot. So Mudcats or Pharaohs going right into it will clinch with their 6-0, making it a 7-0 record so far in the series. So very excited to see who takes this one all the way, the Pharaohs or the Mudcats. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Mud stats. Team Ag coming in with a 44% shot percentage and 32 demos. Murs showing out 31 goals, 74 shots, 20 assists, and 47 saves. Breezy all around, even across the board, and where Tiger definitely jumping in as the fourth there, all across the board as well. Nice shot percentage, definitely a lot of shots on frame there as well. The Pharaohs coming out with Bacon, kind of even across the board. 45 shots, 23 saves. Stewie showing out with 20 goals, 70 shots, 17 assists, 35 saves, and 16 demos. Mythic even across the board, and Shade coming in with a 60% shot percentage. A precision machine. The picture of accuracy. Puts it on frame and it goes in. Both of these teams coming in with some heavy hitters when it comes to stats all the way across the board. We do have one team on the field already, waiting on the second one to join up, and we will get underway. Definitely looks like we've got pretty heavy leaning towards the Pharaohs when it comes to the prediction. 56,000 versus around 2 or so far. Shay, do you have 200K just sitting there? Bro, put it all in the Mudcats, then throw. Play big brain plays, my guy. Big brain plays. I'm going to need some refreshment if we're going to do this right. Let me go ahead and pop this open. Ooh, crispy. Crispity crunchity. Oh, yeah, that's going to be good. I'm drinking a nice, fresh, zero sugar Mountain Dew Baja Blast. A Baja Blast. Super excited. So Shade, what are we gonna see on the field? Because you're in chat. Baja Blast. Okay, Butson. Okay. Okay. Shade, how many demos are we gonna get from you? Gonna get a few? I want a number because I want to count them as I stream. Oh my gosh, this cup is the fullest it's ever been. You're putting your channel points on two demos? Yeah. All right, still waiting on one team to join up. Let's get it moving, folks. We've got people excited to see this content. All right, everyone's hitting the field. 8-Bit Nation Pixel League, are we ready? All right. Everyone is hitting the field as we speak. Let's head on down to the pitch and see what's happening. One person needs to join. Oh no. Okay, looks like we had a failure to start. All right. Gonna close the lobby and restart. Was Mers not joining? Is that what's happening? Where are we at? Lobby is reopening as we speak. Thanks, Murphy. Alright, it is back up. JK, guys, guess we're not playing a game tonight. I'm kidding. Alright, let's see what happens. They're doing it. And we are underway. The Mudcats versus the Pharaohs. Pharaohs making a push into the corner now. Mers dropping back with the well-placed backflip to stop that forward progression. But Bacon coming in. Tries to get a slow touch off the backboard down to the teammate. T-Mac's going to pick up this clear. Stewie with the catch. Over top of Mers. Not able to get that boost first. A little pop towards the backboard. Bacon trying to get in front of this one, ends up pushing it wide right. Gonna pick up that corner boost as the consolation, though. Myth coming in down towards net, and it's stopped by two defenders. Stewie puts another lob towards net, and Mers is still there. Bacon gonna push this one towards the backboard. Not able to get a second touch. T-Mac playing it safe, trying to beat past Myth. It still goes over. Stewie beating past one person. Oh, Breezy gets the double off the crossbar, and the first point goes in for the Mudcats. Scoring through the clouds of smoke, representing the demise of their opponent, and it goes in. Stewie to the corner, down in front of net, and Mers punching this one out. Down towards net. Breezy gonna pick this one into the corner. Stewie with another lob. Gets bumped on the way, but T-Mac is up. Down right in front of frame. They're gonna have to get back to a better defensive spot. Breezy tries to find the hole to thread the needle through. Myth gonna pop this one up. Goes up for a second touch with Stewie. Looking to touch this one off the backboard. Gets it, but pushing it deeper into the corner. T-Mac down towards net, but Myth with an easy catch. Just past Mers, it's going to go back into their own corner. Breezy going to take this out of Mudcats territory now, but it's stopped by Stewie. To the backboard, down to Bacon, who leaves it. Myth coming in to make another touch. Trying to get in front of this one, but it's cleared away. Stewie with the catch, dangerously in front of net. Myth pushing this one to the backboard, tries to get a bump on it to leave Bacon open, but not able to connect with the opponent's car. Chasing T-Mac down towards midfield. Now Bacon's able to push this one to the ceiling. Myth waiting patiently, tries to get it past T-Mac and succeeds! Tying this one up at 2 minutes and 52 seconds. The Mudcats no longer leading. We are tied 1-1 in the first game of the series. Stewie winning the kickoff. Breezy up with the return. A slow touch, giving Bacon chance to push this into the corner. Stewie down towards net, but it's stopped by Mers and T-Mac. If Myth can get to this in time, it's slightly undefended. Over top. Breezy able to get a piece of it. Stewie waiting patiently, but it's pulled away by T-Mac at the last moment. Bacon coming in. Deflected by Breezy. Myth going to go up on the wall. Challenged by Mers, who wins the 50. Bacon pushing this one across frame and away from danger. Bacon down towards mid. Stewie touch over. Bacon leaving this one. Myth going to go up. Catching to the wall. No second touch. And Mers down towards net. Stewie into the corner. Challenged by Breezy. Back towards midfield. Mers is going to catch, keeping this on the midfield line. And T-Mac punching it down towards net, but it's saved by Stewie at the goal line. Myth goes up for the touch. Takes the lob, and T-Mac going to catch. Challenged by Myth off the wall. Breezy down towards net. Or down towards their side of the field is what I meant to say. Wins the 50 into the corner. Goes for the second touch. Challenged and returned by T-Mac. Myth gets the reset and the carry to the backboard, but it's challenged by Breezy. Stewie down towards Nat, and T-Mac with the save. Bacon challenging on the wall. Leaves it for Stewie with an excellent read. Doesn't get in the way, and it rolls in for the second point on the board, going to the Luxor Pharaohs. Breezy winning the kickoff into the corner, and it's going to be returned on the wall by Stewie. Challenged by T-Mac up to the ceiling, and Bacon with the clear. Breezy with an easy catch. Mers dropping back and picking up that yummy corner boost, and we've got a demo on Bacon from good old T-Mac. Stewie going up at midfield, down towards net. T-Mac not able to make a connection, and it goes past, putting 3 points on the board for the Luxor Pharaohs. You know, winning one game is the beginning of a sweep. I said with my excessive intelligence. Breezy with the lob. Myth goes up, able to deflect it and keep it off frame. T-Mac down towards midfield, but Mers not able to get close enough in time. Gonna go back for a better spot. Gets a touch pass, 2. T-Mac with the pop over to Breezy, and it's deflected by Myth. Stewie and T-Mac absolutely blowing each other up. Bacon gonna take this one into the corner. Stewie coming back around, leaving Myth to take the midfield line, and T-Mac gonna catch this one. Running down the clock now, 7 seconds, 3-1. They're making a push, trying to get another point on the board to pad the stats, but it's returned off the backboard. Bacon is up, and a slow touch, and the Pharaohs take game 1. Game 2 is now underway. Heading down to the field. Myth and Breezy meeting at the midfield line, and Bacon gonna pick this one up off the wall. A slow touch, trying to get to it. Not able to get underneath it in time. Stewie leaving this one for the opponents. Stewie keeping this one off Prime. Beating one defender. Gets a touch out towards mid. A tap from Myth, and it hits the upright. An excellent passing play, but just not quite accurate enough. Breezy looking for the touch, and Mers coming in to clean it up. The first point on the board in an easy 29 seconds, going to the Mudcats. T-Mac, touch over to Bacon. Who gets a lob. Picking this one up. Tries to get it past towards the midfield. And Stewie. Back towards mid again. And Myth able to push it towards net, but Mers is there. Bacon gonna go up. Gets a little too eager and goes underneath. Myth with the catch, but it's lobbed by Breezy, who pays the price. T-Mac looking to touch, but it's off framed wide left. Myth gonna pick this one up. Racing past Breezy, gets deflected to the midfield line, gets the second touch off the side wall. Goes up, and it's pulled away. Bacon deflected, but it goes down towards their net, but it's pulled away by Stewie at the last moment. Breezy back towards net again, but Myth able to save. T-Mac with the slow lob, and Bacon's there. If it's not one, then it's one of the other two. The rotations are on point. T-Mac leaving this one, but no one there to clean it up. Stewie with the lob. Mers down towards net, but it's wide right, and Myth with the catch. Myth getting some boost and following it up. Not a second touch off the wall, but Stewie able to keep the pressure on. Stewie across frame. Bacon trying to get it back on target, but it's returned. T-Mac trying to beat them over. Down towards midfield, Breezy not able to get there in time, and Stewie pulls it away with the lob. Into the corner now, off the backboard, over to Myth. Hitting the crossbar, and Stewie trying to angle it in, but it doesn't go. They're pushing back over to Pharaoh territory now. Everyone is up for the save. 2 minutes and 37 seconds, and the first point on the board still to the Mudcats. Luxor trying to find some purchase here to get some momentum going. They're on the defensive now. Off the backboard, Myth not able to connect, and that is 2 points on the board going to the Mudcats. 2 minutes and 22 seconds, just under half of the game left. Plenty of time for Luxor to come back. Mudcats making a push. The lob from Stewie. Deflected. Bacon going up. And it's pulled away on the wall. Myth challenging, and it's pushed to the opposite wall now. Stewie's going to go off for the touch. Down to Myth. Over to Stewie. And a high lob. Mers going to go up. Push to the wall. And Myth. Over top of Bacon, who leaves it, and it's saved to the backboard. Some awkward placement now. Bacon looking to cut. Comes in with the touch towards midfield. T-Mac not able to connect. Bacon trying to get it on frame, but just pushed a little wide right. Myth gonna come in for the lob. Goes up and over, and the double. Luxor putting their name on the board. Said, you didn't forget about us already, did you? Breezy making the push, challenged by Bacon on the sidewall. Back to Mudcats territory. Stewie with the lob off the backboard, goes for the double. Another lob. Is someone there to clean it up? And Myth comes in with a second point, tying the game up with only 1 minute and 18 seconds to go in game 2 of the series. Luxor said, we're not going to let you guys lose all those channel points. 1 minute and 18 seconds to go. A straightforward kickoff. Breezy. Touch. Returned by Stewie. Looks off the backboard. Myth leaving this one. Stopped at the wall. T-Mac gets a touch over to Mers, and it's pushed wide right. Myth with the lob, goes up for the air dribble. A second touch off the backboard, looks for the double. Bacon trying to push this one in to the ceiling. Stewie with another slow floater right in front of the net. Mers with the dribble, and it goes over one defender. T-Mac into the corner. Myth leaving this for Stewie. Gonna make another touch, goes up for the air dribble and the carry. Past one defender, past two defenders, and that's 3 points on the board for the Luxor Pharaohs with the comeback we were waiting to see. still anybody's game with only 36 seconds left on the clock in game 2. An even 50 kickoff. Breezy over top of Myth. Bacon with the touch, keeping it wide left. Breezy back in front of frame. Stewie going to come in with an easy save over top of one defender, and it's an undefended net, and it's 4 points on the board. 24 seconds for them to make up 2 points. Can the Mudcats do it? Murs winning the kickoff, looking to get in front of this one. Losing the 50, back over to the Mudcats territory, and T-Mac going to pick this one up towards the wall. Stewie with the lob over one and gets bumped. Bacon and Myth coming in together to stuff a 5th goal into the Mudcats goal. They had some comfort room and they decided to go for it. Murs with the cheetah. Over top of one, and Myth is there. And the save on the upright. Stewie leaving this one to the backboard. Gives them the goal at 0 seconds, and that one goes in the books. Two games now. Are we going to see a full sweep? Looks like we may have a substitution on the Mudcats team. Were Tiger coming in. Winning the kickoff, goes up to challenge Bacon. To the ceiling, leaving this one. Stewie going to take this one to the wall. Goes up, the touch, leaving it to float straight down. Bacon trying to stuff it in, but it's pulled away by Murs. Gets the dribble, and Myth going to keep this one into the corner. Down towards T-Mac, can they get it? Hits the backboard. Murs hits the backboard. Were Tiger hits the backboard. And a slow lob. T-Mac going to go up. Touching this one towards mid. Myth and Stewie up together. Bacon and Myth up together. Shade must have advised they all need to work on combo plays. Myth goes up. Slow touch. Looks to get it past Were Tiger. Stewie coming in to help out. Hits the backboard. Can't get the second touch. Over top of Stewie. Over top of Bacon. T-Mac not able to connect. And Myth pulling this one back over to Mudcats territory. Stewie with the floater towards net. Myth off the backboard. Is anyone there? T-Mac. The slow touch. Were Tiger going to drop back with the catch. Trying to take this one up the wall. Goes up. Goes for the reset, and it's pulled away by Myth. One might say that's no fun at all. 0-0, 3 minutes and 26 seconds. The last two games, we had a goal by now. Stewie is up. Touchdown towards net. Saved at the crossbar. The net undefended, but Myth gets back to it in time, and Stewie pushing it even further away from the danger zone. Stewie getting demoed by T-Mac, but Myth keeping the pressure on. Were Tiger able to stop this one, but Bacon down towards net, and Murs is there with the save. Stewie to the ceiling. Challenged by T-Mac and losing. Were Tiger coming in to help out, but Bacon is there with the lob. 2 minutes and 39 seconds, not a single point on the board. A back and forth. Stewie across frame, a dangerous spot, and Bacon saying that's not where we want to be. Over top of the defender, and T-Mac taking advantage and challenging with 1 point on the board for the Mudcats. This is exactly where they were the last game, except they were down 2, I believe. Are the Pharaohs going to turn it around? Looking to fix their rotation in game 3. Spreading out, and Stewie into the corner. Stopped by Weretiger. Are we going to see a reverse sweep from the Mudcats? Murs with the lob. Bacon able to get some forward progression here. Stopped by T-Mac. Weretiger pushing it back, saying, no, we got to go back. Stewie down towards midfield. Myth with the softest touch I've ever seen in my life. Weretiger trying to get in front of this with a little bit of a wave dash, but stopped. This one floating. Bacon and Stewie looking to ease this one out. Stewie with the touch. Stopped by T-Mac going straight towards net, and Myth with the save. Everyone and their brother was up in the air. Myth just past Weretiger. Challenged by T-Mac, but Myth is able to get a piece of it. Going to the sidewall, into the ceiling. Bacon not going to connect, and Stewie over to the backboard. In front of goal. T-Mac going to catch this one. Leaves it for Murs, but it's taken away. Deflected. Murs with the catch. Myth coming in to challenge. Able to stop this one. Bacon with the catch. Myth coming in with the cut. It goes straight up. It comes straight down, and Stewie with the catch from the midfield line. Murs back over to midfield. T-Mac with the catch. Can Murs get it in? He does. 2 points on the board and 44 seconds left remaining. Another demo. Are the Pharaohs going to give up game 3? Bacon looking to challenge. Stewie not able to connect, but Myth with the lob. Keeping the pressure on. They are down to 33 seconds. Pinch off the corner, but Murs with the catch. Bacon with the challenge. Straight up, straight down. Is anyone there? Stewie with the demo. Myth with the catch into the corner. Everyone coming out. Myth over to midfield. Murs able to get another one past, and that's 3 points on the board. Murs to the backboard. Myth trying to capitalize, but Weretiger pulling it off frame. Bacon coming in with the score, putting the first point on the board. We've got 3 seconds left to tie it up. I've seen crazier things. Two kickoff goals coming your way. And 0 seconds to the ground, and Mudcats taking game 3 of the series. Are we going to see a reverse sweep? Heading down to the next field now. Waiting on one team to join up. And it looks like we're going to have to remake the lobby for Game 4. The Mudcats did not join up. Okay, that lobby is up again. Okay, we've got one team on the field. Where Tiger leave? Yep, there you go. Okay. All right. Doggo, thank you with the raid. All right, we are down to Game 4 now. Bacon and Stewie on the wall. Myth gonna get a lob here into the corner. Gets past T-Mac and Murs with the clear. T-Mac gonna get a second touch into that corner and a third off their tail. 3-0 sweep. Nice job. Good job. Thanks for casting that over on your channel, Doggo. Myth with the reset, leaves it to float, and Murs with the lob. Off the backboard, Stewie gonna keep this one off frame. Murs over to Were Tiger, lobs it straight towards net, and Bacon and Myth save it at the crossbar. Murs down towards net, and it's saved at the goal line. Were Tiger with the catch. Bacon keeps it on the ground, and it's saved at the bottom left corner. And Murs coming in with the score of a lifetime. 3 minutes and 52 seconds. Off the backboard. There's no one there to save it back post. And it goes in. Game 3 score, I believe, was it 3-1? Touchdown towards mid. Into the corner now. T-Mac back across net. And Bacon with the save. Were Tiger dropping back. Challenging. Looking to catch up to it. Myth with the clear but gets demoed. Bacon demoing. Retaliating. And getting vengeance. Bacon with the carry and Stewie is up. Challenging back towards their corner. Bacon towards net. Stewie with the catch. They're spread a little thin. Pharaohs has not been able to pick up these midfield passes and actually connect. T-Mac across frame. Stewie looking to clear. Myth and Bacon running down the midfield line. Stewie getting him past one. Looking to get past a second. Hits it off the side wall, and Myth with the catch. A pop. And Myth goes up to challenge, and it floats down to the ground. Bacon coming in to fill in that gap. Myth gonna challenge just past T-Mac, but they get a piece of it. Stewie is up with the slow carry. And a bunch of demos. Into the corner, Myth with the stop. Bacon. Deflected by Stewie. Bacon gets the demo. Were-Tiger taking this one to the wall, but it's challenged and stopped by Stewie. Straight down. Another demo on Bacon. Stewie trying to catch this one. Gets the reset. Down off the backboard. It's stopped. Bacon coming in with the lob to the backboard again. Just past one, but T-Mac is going to clear it out. Bacon with a pass over to midfield to Myth, who gets the lob, and it's going to be challenged and returned by Were-Tiger. Keeps it high, but Myth gets up high enough to stop it. Into the corner. First point on the board, still for the Mudcats, and 0 on the Pharaohs side. 1 minute and 7 seconds. Can they tie it up? Bacon into the corner, putting on some pressure. Myth coming around towards the midfield line. Stewie with the catch, back over to Myth. Second touch, down into the corner. 2 people coming out to challenge. Stewie going up, floats it down. Myth coming back around, going to be challenged by Were-Tiger with the catch. Gets it underneath one and stopped by Mers. Making another push towards the net. A second touch and Mers putting 2 points on the board. Are we going to game 5? Cleared out. Challenged by Were-Tiger. Over top of Myth. Back pass over to Bacon. But it goes a little fast. That's right. Shea needs to come in and do what he does best. Win. This one touching the ground, and Mudcats taking game 4, tying up the series. Not gonna lie, I wish that the arena choice was a drop down instead of just having to click the left arrow a whole bunch of times. Am I right? Game 5. The Mudcats versus the Pharaohs. Tied up 2-2. We are well underway, and Stewie demoing Were-Tiger in the first 4 seconds of the game. Were-Tiger coming back with a vengeance down to the backboard, and T-Mac trying to punch this one in. Were-Tiger with a retaliatory demo. A very aggressive series. Were-Tiger with the catch. Myth gonna make another push, but Mers is there instead. They're making an early aggressive push, trying to get another point on the board as they've done in the last 2 games. Were-Tiger going up, but Myth is gonna pick this one up to the backboard. Stopped by T-Mac and Were-Tiger. Bacon sending this one mid, but Mers with the clear. Stewie into the corner. And down towards net, and Myth is not able to get to it in time. Mers scoring an early point on the board for the Missouri Mudcats. Murs with the slow catch. Gets past one. Almost going in. Pharaohs taking possession now. Bacon able to pick up the pass from the sky and tying it up. They're not going to take this laying down. They had a heavy push for the first 2 games of the series. Gave up the last 2 games. Are they turning it around? Who's going to take game 5? Bacon with the save at the goal. Off the backboard, Myth with the deflection. Keeping this one out of the danger zone, Stewie pushing it into the corner. T-Mac with the stop, but here comes Myth. Over to Bacon. Almost pushing it in, but the upright, or the crossbar gets in the way. Stewie off the backboard. Second touch down towards net. Goes wide right, and Murs able to get a lob and pull this one out of the way. Myth with the return. Another lob, and Stewie goes up for the double, and it's saved at the last moment by Murs. Another lob towards midfield, and Stewie goes up from the pass of Bacon. Keeping this one towards net. Myth with the challenge. Stays in front of it, a second touch, giving them chance to turn around. Stewie able to stop this one at the midfield line, and Bacon comes up and absolutely stuffs the clear from Were Tiger. Stewie putting this one on frame. Saved at the goal line by T-Mac. Bacon leaving this one, dropping back. Able to keep Murs away from the ball. Myth with the challenge, goes for the dribble, the pinch. Stewie with the lob, the dribble, the pop, and it goes in. 2 points on the board, and the Luxor Pharaohs are turning this one around. Two minutes and 19 seconds left remaining in Game 5. The Missouri Mudcats turned it around and looking for a reverse sweep. The Pharaohs looking to shut it down. Myth goes up with the touch and deflected. Bacon, touch to the wall. Murs down towards net, and Stewie not able to hit the ground in time, and we are tied in the series and in the game. Two minutes and 1 second now. We've got 4 points on the board, split evenly between both teams. Bacon with the catch off the kickoff. Challenges one into the corner. It sits in front of net, and Stewie puts it on frame. Myth puts it on frame, and it gets returned both times. Bacon trying to clear this one out. It's stopped by Were Tiger. T-Mac gonna push this one wide right. Myth goes up, trying to get up to it for a second touch. Gets it, but it's pulled off frame by Murs. Bacon with the challenge down towards net, and Murs able to get back to it in time, and Stewie demoing T-Mac. Murs gonna pick up that corner boost real quick, and Stewie coming in for the second. Touch there into the corner. T-Mac leaves it. Myth coming out for a pop over top of Were Tiger. Revitalized energy from both teams going into this final set of plays. T-Mac looking to punch this one over to Were Tiger. Gives it a little bit of extra speed. Murs with the catch into the corner. Stewie gets it over to Bacon, but not able to connect here. Myth down towards net, but Murs with the clear to the wall. To the wall. I know how words work. Myth challenged. Goes to bump out the teammate there, or the opponent. Were Tiger goes for the dribble, gets the pop, hits the upright, gets the double, and 3 points on the board for the sub coming in for the Missouri Mudcats with only 26 seconds left on the clock. Can the Luxor Pharaohs turn this one around? Bacon with the save. Mers goes high. Bacon keeping this one off frame. A fast challenge, pushing this one over to Mudcats territory. Stewie keeps this one high. A second touch over to Myth. Bacon into the corner. Are they going to tie it up? Bacon keeping the pressure on. Myth has to turn this one around. Can they get under it? And no! Mudcats taking Game 5 and the series. What a wild reverse sweep comeback. Holy cow. An insane series, to be sure, all the way to Game 5. Let's go over and talk to our winners and see how they feel. Folks, you did it.
Never doubted myself.
I didn't doubt you either, man. That was wild. A reverse sweep. How do you guys feel?
I think we all feel pretty good.
I would.
Mur's back hurts, but
I mean, how heavy can you be? I mean, like it can't be that bad. What do you guys think going into Game 5 when you tied it up 2-2?
I think Murs just said don't whiff, basically. Just try and hit the ball.
Honestly. Well, it looks like you guys clinched a spot in the playoffs, so congratulations on that. That's fantastic. Looks like going into Week 8, you're going to be playing the Deadwood Demons. What do you guys think about that matchup?
I mean, it should be an easy win, but we went 5 with the Clips too, so we just have to show up.
Fair enough. Well, congratulations, guys. Good playing out there. It was an exciting series to watch. I wasn't sure what was going to happen with the first two, but you guys turned it around, took it all the way to the end, so excellent job.
Murs for MVP. That's all I keep saying.
Fair enough. All righty. Good job, guys. I'm going to hop out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking around and watching this series. The Missouri Mudcats taking it over the Luxor Pharaohs 3-2. A 5-game series with a reverse sweep. You love to see it. We had a lot of excitement on the field. Definitely keep an eye on things. And we are going to be back soon with the next game. Keep an eye on the Discord for the updates. And definitely check out the Back Post podcast for everything with the comings and goings. GG's indeed to everybody. Have a fantastic evening. Once again, I am your host for this evening, the Dwarf Bard, and we will see you later.